Hi there, it's Kevin from RogueDeclarer.com here with match number 4 in the standard daily with UWR Deadeye combo. And this is a keep. We don't have a white source, but we don't have any white cards in hand. Got the Runechanter's Pike, the Aggro Bolus, the Essence Scatter. And we are on the play, so we're in very good position here. So we'll throw out an Aggro Bolus. I don't know if I should have kept up the Essence Scatter. Didn't like to see that Clifftop go away. We didn't hit a target with that. And now I really wish that I would have kept up the Essence Scatter because Thalia really hurts our deck. So, yeah. Now we do have Essence Scatter up, though, for this turn, but he casts an Absent Pilgrim, which isn't worth Essence Scattering. And I did miss a Thought Scour there. That was bad on me. But I didn't want to Thought Scour into lands that I needed, but I didn't draw one anyway. And that Grook's a pain in the butt, but we are able to, since he attacks, we're able to Snapcaster and kill the Grook, which I do believe is the right play. And we do draw into our 4th land, kill off the Grook, and cast an Aggro Bolus, and miss again. So we miss, back to him. And problem with this deck is Gavin, he can get out of hand versus us, and that's what's going to end up being our demise here, is not being able to keep up with the Gavany. And again, not finding another land. But we do find a pillar here for his Thalia. But I don't decide to play it. I decide to keep the Restoration Angel up. Block his Centaur Healer, and then resto it back. But now he does have Gavany mana up, and he can just sit back and Gavany per turn and make me deal with these huge threats once they get big. I do absolutely love to see that Desolate Lighthouse because it gives me some action in a turn as well. And I do decide to attack in with my Restoration Angel. I do try to kill his Thalia, but a main-boarded Face Shield stops me, so that's unfortunate. And now I don't have Essence Scatter mana up. Maybe I should have kept it up there. That was probably very unwise to just play the Runechanter's Pike. I wanted to get a Runechanter's Pike out so that I could slap it on one of my dudes and be able to block, but I do force him to Gavany Township here to kill off my guys. Probably not the wisest play either, because now I don't have blockers up next turn, but I wanted to force him to use that excess mana so I can counter whatever he decides to play next turn. And I did want to see another land source there so I could equip and have Dissipate up, but unfortunately I didn't. So I can block his Centaur Healer here, but I do end up taking huge damage if he does activate Gavany Township, which he does. Puts me at 2, and means that my Essence Scatter is once again dead, a dead card, and have nothing. Wanted to see another land source so I could... Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, because I am at 4, and no matter what I do here, even if I Restoration Angel in, he can pump the other guy to 4. So, Gavany Township wins him that game. A little unfortunate. So it is. We'll go on to the next game. This hand's a keep, I believe. It is kind of risky with 2-land hand, but we do have action with the Thought Scour. And, yeah, no land out of there. So we Thought Scour again. And still no land, but we get a pillar, which is great. And we no land in the bin either, so we've got it. I'm glad we got rid of that huge run of no lands, because we need to draw at least 2 lands here. Didn't like to see that Thalia, but I do draw an answer the land that I do need, and I'm able to pillar it off the Thalia. But Strangled Geist comes, and now I want my pillar back because that's a better target. But I do draw the 4th land, so now I'm feeling really well against this because I'm able to get a pillar, but once again he's got the answer for it. But it's a card for card still. And I'm able to block a Strangled Geist next turn with my Snapcaster Mage. That's probably not the... hindsight, that's probably not the best play there. I probably should have just taken 2. I'm still learning this match, or this deck. And because now I can Supreme Verdict though, but I could have waited. I could have taken some damage and waited. Especially now that a Groot comes out and pumps out some wolves, and I need to kill him. And here I probably should have killed him. I don't know what I end up doing. Do I end up... Yeah, that was very stupid of me. I should have Devil's Played his Groot there. got rid of his Grook. But I was thinking that I could just Snapcaster Mage or Restoration Angel. I guess that works too. Yeah, that's just as good. And I don't know why. Oh, I didn't Restoration Angel block because then he could Garuk my Restoration Angel. But then he'd have a clear board. Yeah, that probably would have been the right play too, just to flash in my Restoration Angel block, and then either force his Grook to fight my Restoration Angel and he loses Grook, or I can swing into his Grook next turn with my Restoration Angel anyway, and then he'd have a clear board here because his Wolf would have died and he wouldn't have been able to make that second Wolf. So hindsight, that probably was the right play, especially me being at 14, because another Smiter comes out, and now I have to make a decision here. Didn't want to see that Sphinx's Revelation. We do have to kill his Garuk here before his Wolves come out of hand. We need one more land and we can syncopate Supreme Verdict though, so we're okay. But that is not something we want to see, but we're able to syncopate his Strain Garuk Geist. And once again, one more land for the Snapcaster Supreme Verdict, and we draw it. But I don't know why I didn't decide to use it there. Probably because I thought I could Sphinx of Revelation and bait out some more creatures, so that probably was actually the right move here. And no matter what, I take 6 damage, so I am able to Sphinx of Revelation to keep me alive. Puts me at 3, 2 cards in hand. We draw some more lands and able to Snapcaster Supreme Verdict. So we're able to survive another Stringer Geist. I'm not too worried about Stringer Geist because one's dead and one's exiled. And yeah, so the only thing that can kill us here is like a Stringer Geist with a Rancor, or a Stringer Geist with another Silverblade Paladin, or Stringer Geist with a Selesnya Charm. So we should be okay. And then we have Sphinx's Revelation to fill back up our hand, and then this would be our game. But it is what I hoped it wasn't, and that is game. So that's Selesnya Aggro for you. Selesnya Aggro I've found to be extremely inconsistent though. It has these great draws where it does draw the Silverblade Paladin with the Stranger Geist like this, draws everything in perfect sequence. Or it gets a miracled, now I can't think of the card that gives it +6/+6 trample and makes everything block it. And they pair that with, they put it on a card that's paired with Silverblade Paladin. They can literally kill you in one turn with that miracle. But it's a very, very inconsistent deck. You will see Selesnya Aggro decks top 8ing quite frequently or winning 4-0 tournaments here on MTGO. But a lot of times when I play against them, they don't draw these type. I think that UWR Flash probably has an excellent matchup just with the Snapcaster Pillars. Pillar kills anything in his deck here except the Loxodon and Smiters. And maybe that's what the unsummoned version is better at, is they can just keep unsummoning whatever the Silverblade Paladin pairs with and then out-tempo them. But we do lose this game 2-0, but I do feel that both those games were incredibly close and just maybe like half a card off to where we can say if we were able to survive this turn, we'd be able to Sphinx's Revelation and Devil's play his Silverblade Paladin, and we would have survived. Can I draw here? Does it let me draw? No, it doesn't let me draw here. Okay. Would have been able to draw another 3. Right? Or 2 at least. And maybe find an answer. But anywho, we lose that game. We end up going 2-2 with the UWR Flash. But I do feel this is a very strong deck. This isn't my style. I don't like playing control tempo. But I did want to find a home for the Zealous Conscript Deadeye Navigator combination. I feel it works out very well. We did only get to see it one time in this sequence of games, but the time that we did see it was incredibly entertaining. It was fun. Got to bounce a gazillion things with the Deadeye Navigator and just take control of the game just by having that combination. Just the Deadeye Navigator Restoration Angel was an awesome combination. So this is where I do feel that Zealous Conscript Deadeye Navigator has the best home. And I'll play some more games, test around with it, but let me know what you think. Remember to like and subscribe, comment like crazy. Website's coming along great. Sorry that I still don't have it up. I was extremely busy with other stuff this week. But I will try to have it up and have the Epic Experiment contest live, so you can start submitting your decks. I'm having problems with one of my programs that is going to handle that. So as soon as I get that debugged, I'll have that up on the site, and I'll allow you to start entering your own epic experiment decks, and hopefully by the end of December we will have the contest finished, and I'll be able to send out the prize support. But if you're not familiar with that, just check out my Epic Experiment videos, and it explains the prize support, the contest, more thoroughly than what I'm saying here. Anywho, rambling again, but I hope you enjoyed the videos. This is Kevin from RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching. And I should have actually kept up a blue instead of a black here. That way, but I do keep 5 up in case I can burn at the stake. If he counters Epic Experiment, then I can still